we've handed over some of the show's best performance cars to 1996 Formula One World Champion Damon Hill.
Come on, that hill. Whoa!
So, where shall we start? Well, with a bit of flag waving actually, because all the big news at this year's show is being made by famous British marques.
And under here is a car that could become an international star. Not only that, but it's making its world debut here at Birmingham.
Just 2 years after being left for dead by BMW, MG Rover have produced a unique supercar, the MG X-Power SV. The two-seater SV is designed to be a performance flagship for MG's X-Power Sports division, but with an American V8 producing up to 465 brake horsepower, it's gonna be more like a rocket ship.
Are they putting something in the water around the MG building, or, I mean, where are you going to stop? You're mad!
Well, I mean, we hope that we won't stop, because really the whole point is to stretch the boundaries all the time. You know, I think that's what we need to do. MG Rover isn't an enormous company, you know, it's a small group with people who get excited about car stealth.
And you're pretty confident you can compete with the big boys?
In a way, we don't need to. We're off to one side. You know, we are in that slightly twilight zone, if you like, of performance and appearance. You know, that's why the car's in your face.
Yeah.
This is a car for somebody who's made themselves a decent amount of money from their own efforts, you know, and they're not afraid to tell people that they've done rather well. It's not a shrinking violet. We wouldn't expect the customer to be a shrinking violet.
No.
You know? It's in your face. There are people who like to do that. They like to strut their stuff a bit, you know, and I think that at MG we have a good chance to allow people to do that.
Over here on the Jaguar stand is the brand new XJ. Okay, well, it may not appear to be that different to the XJ that it's replacing, but to be fair, if you're redesigning a car that's loved by gentlemen farmers, local Conservative Party chairman, then you're hardly likely to ask Vivienne Westwood to do the styling now, are you? Jaguar customers like change to happen slowly. Very slowly. And it's quite an achievement that since 1948, Jaguar have built 19 different saloons, and every one is recognisable as coming from the same distinct and distinguished family.
The new XJ certainly won't be ruffling any comb-overs with the way it looks. But having got exclusive access to this new Jag, we can tell you that it definitely isn't a cosy old bit of British motoring history. Everything you see here is state-of-the-art, cutting edge, and really very different.
So this bit's longer, but this is shorter. This is much more aggressively angled. But most important of all, there's much more room in here.
The dash still wouldn't look out of place in a private gentleman's club, but behind it is the latest in electronic conveniences. Radar cruise control that stops you getting too close to the car in front, heating, hi-fi, and a telephone that you can talk to, and an electronic parking brake. It's got air suspension, which can be raised for sleeping policemen, airbags, and seatbelts that can work out how big you are and which way you're sitting.
And of course, most significantly of all, the car is almost entirely made of aluminium. That's why that show car in the stand is so shiny, remember. So why aluminium? Well, that's dead easy. It dramatically reduces weight, it helps reduce emissions, and it also dramatically improves fuel economy. It also sees the disposal of a less popular XJ tradition: rust.
Keep the flags waving, we're not finished with you Brits yet. Next up, the chance to dream a little. Sit back, relax, and imagine that you're rich, very rich. Take a look at your new car. The all-new Bentley Continental GT Coupe.
Even if it is owned by Volkswagen, there hasn't been an all-new Bentley since the 1960s, and there's never been anything like this. With a top speed of over 180 miles an hour, Bentley reckon this is the fastest true four-seater ever, which isn't that surprising, because under that impossibly smooth bonnet, there's a twin-turbo 12-cylinder 500 brake horsepower engine, or about 10 VW Polos.
With the fuel tank under the floor, Bentley claim that this beauty will take 4 grown-ups with their Burberry bags, and there's still room for the skis in the ski hatch. Very nice.
While it's fantastic to see the big-name foreign-owned Brits doing so well, we really mustn't forget the littler, truly British car makers, all tucked up in Hall 5.
They're small, plucky, and you never know who's going to have gone bust or relaunched from one motor show to the next. Good luck, chaps.
One name that's in very rude health, yes, it's our friends in the north, TVR, maker of those unapologetically politically incorrect monsters. Now, at every motor show, TVR will always pull some sort of stunt to grab the maximum amount of attention. And this year, they haven't disappointed.
In a minute, we'll see TVR pull the covers off yet another new model, the T350C. It's small, fast, and very loud. But how can such a small company keep coming up with new cars almost every year?
I'm Ben Samuelson, and this is my video diary. I've worked here at TVR for 10 years, and we've launched a lot of cars in that time, and it's now March, so we're starting to think about what we're going to do for the motor show.
They've only got 6 months, but boss Peter Wheeler wants an all-new coupe built.
You're going to have to chop the back off a bit. We try hard to make the new model as attractive as we can. This year, we hope people find the cars attractive, because they're never finished before the show. We don't know whether they're attractive or not, which is a big problem. But so far, we've done okay.
It's late summer. The production line continues upstairs, while downstairs the T350C takes shape.
Blister on the driver's side where the airbox is, to kind of create some more space. So we can get a very good idea of what it's going to look like very quickly. Darren's just sketching the idea out in 3 dimensions.
2 weeks to go, and the show cars are out of the moulds.
Some of the crew are starting to get a little bit twitchy, because we are, I feel, leaving it very late indeed, but we've now pretty much had it all signed off, so it's just a matter of building it. So just hope, fingers crossed, that it comes together. But I have to say, it looks a long way away still.
"5 days left, but we're not into overtime yet."
Now it's Wednesday now. Do you think we've got enough time?
It'll be tight, but I don't think it's going to be one of the worst ones we've had, no. Hopefully, a lot of the things are in place. It's just a case of actually putting the cars together.
How's our designer feeling then?
It's taken me half an hour to put this bonding strip on. Apart from that, nothing really serious has gone wrong yet.
Has Peter not been changing things at the last minute?
No, he just keeps walking around saying it looks very bonny, I'm pleased.
Well, it is now 10 o'clock at night, the night before press day, and the 2 T350s are finished. It's all come off. Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow, but the guys have done an amazing job, and they've got the cars done. They look fantastic, and we'll have to see what everyone thinks of them tomorrow.
Press morning at the NEC. The media have gathered, and the TVRs keep coming.
Which is all handmade.
It's Ben's big moment. Almost.